Welcome to Perth. I know that you were supposed to initially fight at UFC 317, I believe, but there was an issue you had to pull out. Just for those that might not know, what exactly happened there to cause the fight to be pulled?
Yeah, my wife's pregnant and she was at a really high risk, so we have to go to hospital. We've been going to hospital every week, basically, or twice a week. Sometimes you just got to step back and remember fighting is just a part-time thing, you know, like when you consider everything in life, you know, first your husband and father and that. So I just didn't want to take any risks or anything, make sure I look after the family at home. And it was very unfortunate, man, because, you know, these camps are very rough on the body, but, you know, first thing that comes first is your family.
I'm so sorry to hear that, man. How are you doing right now? And
yeah, good. You know, not many people know, like I had a stillborn during one of my camps 2 weeks before a fight at Fight Island, and that kind of stuff plays on my mind, so I don't want to take that risk again. So, yeah, that's for everyone that thought, like, or asking why I pulled out that last fight. I'm sure if you're a father, you'll understand.
I'm so sorry. Obviously now with Perth, it's a big fight. You're coming off a couple of tough fights potentially, you know, obviously in your career, a couple of bumps on the road. How do you feel about going into this, a little bit of extra pressure, I suppose, going in here in Perth?
Yeah, I feel good. You know, this is what you sign up for, you know. You've seen many times with many great champions too. You know, they come back, guys like Oliveira, even guys like Dan Hooker, you know, Kai Kara France, they've faced lost a lot of times, and that's the beauty of MMA, you know, you just got to string a few wins together and you're back in the picture.
Louie Sutherland, LFL champ, making his debut here. What do you make of him as you match up here in Perth?
Oh, yeah, he's good. You know, it's like any other guy. If you're in the UFC, you must be good enough to fight. And in the heavyweight division, you know, even like the weakest puncher's stronger than, you know, the average guy. So got to respect everyone and just take every fight just the same.
By the way, I got to compliment that mustache, man. It's really sort of growing out the sides there. What are we going for here? Are we keeping this for Perth?
Yeah, man. I used to have like, you know, like the little goatee or the beard, but yeah, too many greys start coming out. Like, fuck, showing my age, bro.
Hey, just last one for me. I know you were supposed to fight with your brother on this card. Just wanted to get an update. How's he doing? And also, it must be a little bit disappointing, right? You guys are going to sort of take over Perth together this weekend.
Yeah, it's one of those things, bro. Like, when you contribute to the injury, it's one of those like things. You're like, yeah, understandable, because me and my brothers, we spar very hard, you know, and got hard heads at the same time. And he's had a few hand injuries in the past, and he's fought on, man. I know not many people know that, but when you tear tendons off the bone, you know, you can't even grip your coffee, bro. It's a good sign to maybe not fight. But definitely, man, it was one of those things we want to tick off the box. Hopefully in the future we get to do it. It'll just be such a monumental thing, especially not many brothers have fought in the same card. I appreciate it.
And Justin, just down here. Your brother has obviously been to light heavyweight and then back again. Has he ever convinced you to give it a try?
Man, I haven't seen double digits since I was like 13, so I would love to, bro, honestly. Have some abs or something. But those that know me, bro, I'm a heavy dude. I don't even, I begun this camp heavy, bro, but I don't look heavy, you know, just these Samoan bones, bro, are like 5 times as dense as the average man.
And this training camp, have you done anything different? Because, you know, your UFC career, like we've talked about before, some ups and downs, but everyone knows that, you know, we want to see a Justin Tafa knockout type thing. Does that play into your mind at all of, I've got to look for the knockout to sort of be that fan-friendly fighter, or kind of what do you do in preparation in these training camps going forward?
Man, I fight the way, you know, my heart desires. The God-given talents that he's given me is to knock people out. You know, it's a coincidence that the crowd loves that too, you know what I mean? And I think that's why the UFC keep me on and keep me on the main card. I mean, I've been in the main card more times than the prelims. I don't even know how many times I fought in the prelims. But I think that I attested to the way I just go out there and try to work the crowd and at the same time do what I'm good at.
Do you see much of the comments online at all, or do you?
Yeah, I see it all, bro. You know, like sometimes like, fuck, is this algorithm all good, bro? I don't want to see negative shit about me, man. But you know, as the Volk said, man, pressure's a privilege, bro. You can't just have the goods of being, you know, like a fanfare. You got to take the bads with it. It's just being able to handle it and deal with it, and yeah, just keep rolling.
And finally, prediction for the fight?
Probably me dancing, bro.
Sup, also.
What's up, my bro?
Another
It's my boy from high school.
Aussie card. When you see these announced, are you like, oh babe, work's coming up?
Nah, man. I was told I was going to fight in November. You know what I mean? And then 4 weeks out, they said, oh, here's a contract if you want to fight, knowing that I'll probably say yes. And yeah, that's how it came about.
And you were talking about being a dad earlier. I remember I think it was a card a couple of years ago. I could be wrong, but your son was talking shit to you, saying you didn't reckon you could knock anyone out. You won that one with a knockout. What do your kids think of what you do for your job now?
Yeah, they're just like, yeah, make sure you get enough money so we can get some Robux. But man, my son, he's lived with it, you know. He's my oldest son, Jaxie. I've been in the UFC 5-6 years now. He's 9 now, so he's been a toddler all up until now. So who knows, man? He could be in the UFC himself, bro. He's a monster.
You going to bring him on stage at the ceremonial weigh-ins again?
No, he's got fully training, man. I told him, hey, if you want Robux, I need to see some tries, bro.
Cheers.
Oh, man.
Justin over here. Fighting can be kind of such a hectic sport. You mentioned there you want to see some tries out of your son. If he wanted to get into fighting, what would your response be?
Man, my son's already been sparring and that, you know, sparring. I don't mind. You know, there's a lot of lessons you learn while fighting, you know. Especially him, he's a bit of a beast, athletic freak like myself. And it's always humbling. I recommend fighting for anyone so they can understand the elements of power, you know, what it means to hold it and what it means to be responsible for it.
You mentioned the Samoan bones are 5 times as dense. Does that make you like 5 times as dangerous as the average man?
That sounds sus, bro. the delivering all that. Nah, maybe, bro. God bless, I think.